You know, sometimes it's really hard to love people. People do weird things. But ultimately, if you're somebody who says that they're a champion for people, then you've got to look and try to figure out and understand what it is that they're dealing with too. And it's not usually about you, and it's more often about them. So I started shooting these videos to chronicle my journey in Italy. And then I continue to shoot them even after I've been back because of the positive feedback that I've received, and because I know that I'm making a difference for people based on the comments that I'm getting and the people that reach out to me, which is really, really amazing. We are all different, but we still are alike in many, many ways. And we go through the same troubles, the same challenges, the same turmoil. And so I share in these videos weekly what I'm dealing with, because if I'm dealing with something, then probably somebody else is dealing with the exact same thing. And in how I overcome it, maybe I can provide something for you if you're going through the exact same thing. So this week I've been dealing with resistance and conflict with people who actually know me, or people that I've worked with in the past on past projects, even people who don't know me personally, but have expressed some kind of disagreement with whatever it is that I'm doing, some of the things that I'm up to. And this week, many of those things happened. It's funny how the universe brings all of these things to you. But like I said, life happens for us and not to us. So I'm looking to think, why did these things happen to me? Why all of a sudden is this a very common theme in my life? And this week, like I said, a lot of things happened. And one thing in particular happened. And initially, I got really upset and I wanted to react. But then I realized it's not about me. It really is about them and what they're dealing with and what they're seeing when they look in the mirror, or sometimes what they're seeing when they look at you is, if you're exceeding or you're excelling, then that shines a light on what's not working in their life. And sometimes people react in a negative way. I have gone through a huge period of growth. I was actually thinking about that this morning, how this time, more or less last year, everything in my life changed. And I decided that since everything was changing, I might as well go hard or go home. And I decided to make some really, really big changes in my life, go after my dreams, take risks, put myself out there, accomplish the goals that I wanted to, and really, really follow my dreams, of which most of them are quite selfless. And I guess people don't like that. So this week, actually just yesterday, I was in a rather public setting, and somebody that I know very well referred to me as a bull in a china shop. Can you imagine that? Anyways, like I said, initially I got really upset, but then instead of reacting, I reflected. Maybe this person who I thought was a friend meant her comment in a positive way, and I was looking for that, although it didn't land that way. And so still, I decided to look up the meaning of a bull in a china shop. And it says, what I got was a person who causes damage in situations that require careful thinking or behavior. Wow, I guess that's true. I do step into situations that require careful thinking and behavior on the part of others. And maybe I do cause some damage, but good. Sometimes people need their cages rattled a little, and not just agreement or compassion. I call what I do ruthless compassion, which means that I'm always coming from a place of contribution, and I'm never afraid to challenge people to step outside of their comfort zones, because that's where life begins. So if somebody wants to refer to me as a bull in a china shop, I can take that in a very positive way, whether or not it was intended to be positive. And if it wasn't intended to be positive, that's because that person is dealing with her personal issues and her personal things. And maybe there's jealousy, maybe there's dissatisfaction with her life, but still, I'm gonna have compassion for that. And I'm gonna look and see what it can open up for me. I'm not gonna let it let me down. Here's the thing. I had a coach one time who said to me that when you're up to something. Like I said earlier, sometimes people don't like that. And he gave me the example of a poppy field. So if you can envision a poppy field, anytime you see a photo of a poppy field, you'll see this beautiful manicured field of red flowers, and it just looks perfect. Well, he said to me, Alex, do you know poppies don't grow that way? Poppies grow wild, which means that 1 or 2 or 10 every once in a while will shoot up higher than the rest of the poppies. And then the groundskeepers go and they chop them down. And he said to me, sometimes people will do that to you. When you're growing above the crowd, when you're stepping out and making a difference and doing something and taking risks, sometimes people don't like that and they'll come and chop you down. But he said to me, Alex, you grow in spite of that. Here's the message today. Sometimes people are dealing with things and they'll take it out on others. I don't think it's intended maliciously, but it's inside of what they're dealing with. So maybe take a look in your life and see who it is that's causing resistance for you. And I don't know, maybe shoot them a little love or shoot them a lot of love. You can let life happen, or you can design and create the future that you want to live. The choice is yours.